is up, guys? It is me, Sobeyew, and I am here bringing you another video. Obviously. So I have a highly requested video, and I mean highly requested video. Today we're only going to be covering our brows. So we're going to be covering how to cover your brows. And over on TikTok, I have people all the time telling me like, oh, how do you do it? How do you cover your brows? What can we do to improve for covering our brows? My friends ask me all the time, what products are you using to cover your brows? And I tell them that I have it on YouTube, but then I went back and I watched my YouTube videos and I don't really walk you through it. Like I do, but I don't. If you're anything like me, and you have relatively thicker brows than the average bear, which is okay, you're going to need a little bit more work, honey. Everyone covers their brows differently. I've had people, you know, using different types of glues or different kinds of items or covering it with some weird plastic stuff. Personally, I don't have the money for that kind of stuff, and I have to work really hard because I have caterpies. So because of this, we have to try extra hard. What we're going to need is we're going to need some water. You're going to need a glue stick, preferably the Goes On Purple stick. We're going to need some translucent setting powder. This is the savior. This is going to be your best friend. You're also going to need a concealer. This is the concealer I use. It's Correction by Wet n Wild, a Baton de Macro, and feel free to read that back. And any type of foundation. So we have our glue stick. Now everyone normally either uses their fingers and they brush it on, or they have a little sculpting tool, whatever it is. Me, again, I do what's most affordable to me, and what's most affordable is just using the stick. So let's just use the stick. What I generally do is I push into my brow, just like that. Same at the other side. Make sure it goes on super thick. You want that purpleness. You do want that purpleness. Now, if you do not have a brushing up tool, this is my glue one because it's full of glue, to do this, I will show you how you can get your brows up without having this tool. I just happen to luck out and have one of these tools. They're not that expensive. You could literally buy like an elf brush like this and it does the same for $1, so you're fine. Or you can just brush it up with your fingers. There's no shame in brushing up with your fingers. But you do want to brush your brows up. Especially with people who have more like dense, like clustered hair. It's gonna make it easier for you to cover them. Your next step, while this is drying, get some water, like just literally dip your finger in, okay? And just lightly dab and kind of compress in. Can kind of go up with your brow hairs if you want to. Don't go crazy, but just dab. Do the same on your other side. Just dab, you know, dab. Sorry, won't happen again. After you're finished dabbing, let everything dry. Should take about 5 minutes. Covering your brows is going to be a long process. There is no easy way around it. There are no shortcuts. I mean, unless of course you sculpt your brow, which I don't because I have a big forehead. Covering my brows does take an average anywhere from like 25 to 40 minutes, depending on the day. So don't expect this to be easy. Don't expect it to be short. Always prepare and know that it is going to be a long process. After about 5 minutes, go ahead and touch your brows. They're not going to be completely down. This side's completely dry. So we're going to take our glue stick again and go for another round. You really want to go over the spots you feel you didn't get the first time. And yes, you want to go thick purple again. Go ahead and fix anything. Going to get our water. Just You see how the water gets rid of the chunks, like the chunking, and it just kind of slides it over? That's really all you're doing. Just getting rid of the chunking. The stuff up here, you can just wipe off. You don't need it. Okay, after you've got your brows relatively flat and the chunking off of them, go ahead and wait another 5 minutes. Both sides are dry. We are going to go ahead and do one last layer. I know, I'm doing 3 layers today. 3 layers, for me, I realized is a really good fit. You always have to play with what it is you're going with. On the first 2 tries, get your brows down really, really well, and you soak them and you really clamp it on and clean it off with your water. You should be good in like 3 rounds. But if at all you like mess up or you do something wrong, then probably 4 or 5 is probably best. Dry finger, and wipe off the top. You don't want clumping up there, trust me. And we're just going to wait for this to dry again. Now after that layer completely dries, what you're going to do is you're going to get your glue stick. You're just going to dab. You're going to get your little translucent powder, open this shiznit up because you won't need it now, and you're going to press. I'm just lightly dabbing. This is probably the most important step. This is your make it or break it. If your powder, your setting powder, doesn't stick, you're gonna have hair follicles show in your brows, and it's not gonna look cute. Trust me, I've messed up many times. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and apply foundation. The foundation's just kind of gonna go over and just make what it can. Cool, so you should be left with something kind of like this, where you kind of see your brows, but you're not really sure what they are. Go over it, you'll feel nothing but flat surface. If you feel nothing but flat surface, you've succeeded. If you feel rippling or if you feel chunking, you might want to go over it with water. It's okay if your foundation's on, just go over it with water again. Try to push those chunks out or try to grind those chunks out, and let it dry, put your sealing powder on again, and then put the foundation on again. Your next phase is you're going to use your makeup stick or the concealer from Wet n Wild, the that thing. I'm gonna go ahead and wop, 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 and wop, wop, wop. Now if you want, you don't have to. You can just get your regular powder and just go over your face to give it that more like sealed look. If you don't have powder, you don't need this step. You don't need it. You really don't need it. And my brows are sealed. They are done. They are gone. It is a long and tedious process. Hard, not so much. If this video helped you guys out in any way, shape, or form, hit that like or that subscribe. It really means a lot. I will do more videos. I do listen to my comments, so comment down below if you guys have any like tips or advice, or if you guys want to see more, or what you guys want me to do for you. Let me know in the comments down below. I do read them, I do comment back, and I do show my love and support to you guys as well. Alright guys, that's all we have time for this video though. So I love you all very, very much, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!